First impressions. Things men notice when meeting a woman for the first time. Part 2 of 2. Items number 10 through 18 that men notice when meeting a woman for the first time. Number 10. Engage, but don't dominate the conversation. You know, and I've experienced this lately, but women who talk non-stop or talk over others are a real turnoff. Shared and stimulating conversation with back and forth responses, people taking their turns, where one listens and the other speaks, is the kind of woman a man wants and can talk to. I've seen women who just talk over every word a man says, or cuts him off in the middle of his statements, or just talks endlessly. I've seen like crowds of women doing that, and I literally just got up and walked away. Conversation is a two-way street with stoplights. Green, yellow, red. Talk, wrap up your statements and questions, then stop to listen to his responses. Another form of communication men cannot tolerate is when a woman is just talking to hear herself talk. I'm thinking of a woman right now who actually does this. I sit there in amazement when we meet for coffee and stuff. And I'm like, my word, do you even know what you're doing? You're just talking to hear yourself talk. 3/4 of what you're talking about makes no sense or any relevance to the conversation. It's the non-stop monologue of nothingness, leaving no room or interest to get a word in edgewise. You can imagine the man has not only checked out, but he can't wait to get the check, to get out. So be careful, be mindful. And the old saying is true. Listen more, talk less. Ask questions more than you make statements. Number 11. Gently touching during the conversation. Men love that. A woman who can touch a man slightly during the conversation without it being interpreted as coming on too sexy is a real nice plus. It shows she's warm, affectionate, caring, and not afraid to touch a guy on the first date or any date. Guys, naturally, don't misinterpret that as an invitation to touch her back per se. Let her continue to put her hand on your arm until it's time to go, and then a gentle hug is okay. Hey, shall we do this again soon? And her reply, I'd love to. When? Well, let's look at our calendars and let's book something. Number 12, respond when men look at you. In that's what you ladies want, right? Attention, to be noticed. Then reply with a smile. Or how about a come here gesture, inviting the man to sit and talk. Granted, you might be with your friends or it may be a crowded room. It's hard for some guys to know if you'd like to be approached. Would you like company? So if we look your way, quickly acknowledge it, and with a simple smile or a wave, hey, wave us over if you'd like us to join you. Number 13, your butt. Oh, did I say that? Your butt? Yeah, most men hope they get a little bit of a chance to check out a woman's lovely bottom curves for no other reason than just to stir up his masculine energies of physical desire for her. That, if one day they get the chance, he'll lovingly grab hold of those cheeks with a mad embrace of maybe some passionate kissing and love handling and all that other stuff. You know, that's where many relationships wind up, right? You know, kissing and hugging and touching and groping and grabbing and Now, guys, you can look quickly, but don't stare. A quick glance is only equal to the same quick glance and smile she has when you get up from the table to walk to the restroom, right? Yes. You better bet she's checking out your behind, too. The genders agree on this one. Men and women like to look at each other's behinds. Yeah, okay, so true, yeah. Number 14, your yitties, your boobs. Unless they're covered up or on slight display, with a bit of cleavage in quick view. Remember, they're 4 inches right under your chin, so they're not easy to avoid. So don't hold it against men if they want to take a fast look at them, knowing that men are visual creatures. We love to look at things. Besides, men ride on physical and intellectual attraction at the same time. So just as women are sizing up a man for his favorite physical sexual traits, he's doing the same, only in your direction, ladies. A good thing. Now, guys, eyes back on her eggs. Eyes. Yes, eyes on the eyes, and look deep into them and look at nothing else anymore. Okay? That's the order. Number 15, your body type. Ladies, like men, come in all shapes and sizes. For starters, don't be afraid that he won't like your particular body type. You don't know. Sure, long legs, tall and slender, might be the most fantasized type, but in reality, that form only represents about 1% of the female population. Truth is, men find women who are fun to be with, interesting to talk to, confident, easygoing, responsible. Those who share common interests, they find them more appealing than having some lingerie model for a girlfriend. Besides, all bodies, men and women, lose some of their youthful appearance and shape as they grow older. It's just a fact. So focus on all of her great qualities inside and outside, besides just, her body shape and type and tone. And no, you'll be fine. And again, the great thing about body type and, if you're a little overweight, eat less, work out, exercise, cut out the sugar, cut out the alcohol, cut out eating 3 hours before bedtime, stuff like that. And you'll trim up and you'll be looking hot. In fact, I was talking to a couple people the other day, and I mentioned to this one gentleman he's overweight. He's definitely 100 to 200 pounds overweight, and he's young. He's like in his late 20s, something like that, And I told him, I said, dude, you're a good-looking man underneath the weight that you're carrying. And here's something on the side. The weight you're carrying, the heavy weight, is not good for your heart. And it's not good for your joints. It's not good for your ankles. The pressure, the stress on the joints, etc., and the heart to pump blood all around and all that stuff. You owe it to yourself to get on a program and stay on it and lose the weight. And I guess when I mentioned the health aspects, stress, pressure on the heart, the joints, and told him, you can't carry that weight going into your adult life 10, 20 years down the line. No, you are going to be candidate for a heart attack anywhere in your 40s or 50s. Like I said, he's late 20s, early 30s or something. And he took note of that, and he's now working on it. And so, awesome. So that's the thing. We all have the capabilities and the ability to tone up, shape up, eat right, fly right, eat light, eat right, and do a little exercise. And they always say, walking is the best exercise. Walking. It's safe, doesn't impact the joints like running or jumping up and down, jump rope, walking. 20 minutes a day. That's it. Everybody could use a break from their work. Everybody can use a break from something. Get up, get away from that desk and go for a walk for 20 minutes. That's all I'm going to say. Rock and roll. Number 16, your friends. Like anyone, men judge women on the company they keep as well. How do your friends treat you? How do they treat him if you were to introduce him to them? Are they kind, inviting, respectful, friendly, warm, or are they standoffish, snickering, and disengaging? Men like to go where they are appreciated. If he or she disregards your friends whom you are loyal to, you might need to find a new prospect for love. Number 17, and I got 2 more for you. You know what you want. When a man meets a woman who knows what she wants, talks about it with excitement and passion, and has a plan for her life. That's a woman worth getting to know. Granted, not all of her life has to be planned out to the T. In fact, some of her life can still remain a bit unknown, a little bit of a mystery. Why? Because she has no idea how the man will play a part in influencing her and enhancing that life she has planned for herself. Everybody comes to the table with, 50% of their life altogether. But once you join up with somebody, you become one. Now they're influencing you and you're influencing them. It could create a whole new ballgame for yourselves. So because she has no idea how the man will play a part in influencing and enhancing that part of her life that she's got planned for herself. So as it may be, her plans and passions combined with his make for further conversation on a second date and a third date and a fourth date. Wouldn't you say? You bet. And lastly, number 18, of what men notice about women. First impressions. Number 18, personal style. The impression you leave on a man is also based on your personal style, how you carry yourself, the topics you've discussed, your interests, confidence level, how you dress, how you act among friends, yours and his, how you do your hair and your nails, etc. This will be the impression he carries with him after the first date is over and he's heading back to his house while talking to his friends on the phone about you. Seriously, Mark, I'll tell you something. She's awesome. Oh, I think I'm in love. I had a great time. I just love everything about her. And I just met her. Yeah, we're going to go on a second date. I can't wait. Hey, I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, great. All right. Hey, talk to you later. All right. Bye-bye. See how that goes? So ladies, keep these first impressions in mind. Refine them. Perfect them to the best you can. You don't have to be perfect, but you know what I'm saying? Hone them down. Your friends, check on them. Are they positive? Are they supportive? Boobs. How much you got to show? How much are you showing? Do you want his eyes on your chest or your face, looking at you and talking to you? Leave some of that cleavage for several dates down the line, and especially if he's going to be years later. But right now, don't give away the farm. Don't give away too much. Engage, but don't dominate the conversation. Respond when men look at you. Remember, he likes to look at your butt. Your laugh, your scent. Don't judge a book by its cover. Say what's on your mind, shared interests, your voice, your tone. Walk up and just start talking to a guy you're interested in. Don't miss the opportunity and let him go because you didn't take action. He might not even notice you. He's just talking to his buds. Or maybe he's busy. He's just got his head into his phone or is making notes or something. Walk up to him and just say, "Excuse me, do you have a minute? May I sit down? I'd like to talk to you." Yeah, I was just over there minding my own business. Just bored. No, you don't have to say you're bored. And I just thought I would strike up a conversation with somebody new. I don't know how it's going to turn out. Throw in a little disclaimer. I don't know how it's going to turn out, And I just thought I'd introduce myself and we'd go from there. Well, wow. Is that not just a wonderful introduction? Well, I'm so glad you came over. Tell me about yourself. And the conversation begins. Hey, that concludes part 2 of 2 first impressions. 18 things men notice when meeting a woman for the first time. Items 10 through 18. Come on, let's continue to the next audio excerpt in this amazing audio recording for Find the One for Me. Insights, wisdom, and real advice on finding the one for you. Come on, let's check it out.